Okay. So once I give you the demo, like why and where we are using, what are the different modules that Python can help you out with, then we will help you out with the installation of one of the IDE, which is called as Anaconda. And then we would progress with further things like numbers, operations in Python,
Sure.
what is a string, what is a list, data types. And then slowly we'll further progress into writing a for loop, while loop. Might be. Did you learn any of the programming language like C or Java when
Uh,
you were in college?
no, nothing at all.
Okay, then that is brilliant. Actually, this is for that such kind of people wherein we go very slow and pretty slow paced. That any programmer who knows basic English is sufficient for us.
Okay.
And one of the good thing about Python is like it is as if you read English language.
Okay.
Not many semicolons or a flower brackets written in front of it where it is very difficult to understand.
Right, right.
Once you read a program, it is pretty simple. Like a for loop is as simple as might be you have seen the other session at the end. Like you see
Yeah,
for
yeah.
letter in Geeks for Geeks. This is very readable in English. I'm checking the letters within the string,
Okay,
right? Okay,
right.
might be the page hasn't reflected.
No, no, it's not reflected yet.
That might be some issue.
Okay,
Okay, now you can see that.
right.
Geeks for Geeks. You can read this. This reflects to be pretty simple English, which I have highlighted. So that is one of the advantage of Python. Let's get into a PPT content and just get into the demo part of it. Okay. I don't know why the screen lag is there. Okay. You see the PPT right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Python was invented in 1989 by a developer from Google itself. His name is Guido van Rossum. So this programming, as I have shown you, it is pretty simple, easy in syntax, easy to read, easy to write. It's as if you're learning basic English only. I see someone else also joined. Let's wait for him. Hi, Vishal. Okay, let's continue then. Hello, Vishal. Okay, let's continue. Okay, it has pretty simple English readable language in writing code as well.
Hi, Pawan.
Hi Vishal, I'm Abhishek here. So you have joined for a demo session or something?
Yes.
Okay, so just now 5 minutes back we have started. We haven't made any progress yet. So
Okay.
Trinada is one more student here along with you. So
Oh, hi.
is there anyone
Okay.
else joining with you? Yesterday Kumar told me there will be one more.
Yeah. Probably he might not join. He got some other work, so he might not
Okay,
join. So he just
okay,
gave me a call few minutes back.
okay. Then fine, we will continue. I've just
Sure.
started the demo.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll keep the call on the mute then.
okay. Yeah, you can go ahead. Okay, so just for a repetition because of Vishal's joining, Python was invented by Guido van Rossum, and then it is a pretty simple basic language wherein the syntax isn't very difficult, and it was first coded in 1989 by that guy itself, and he worked for Google. And then previously, the most popular version of Python was 2.0 in the year 2000s, but now the latest current version is 3.8, and there are few differences for Python 2 and Python 3. We will get into it once we further progress into the sessions wherein we will see why Python 2 and why Python 3, what's the difference between it. And you might be aware, like Python we can use across platforms. Like there are few companies still using Solaris servers in the practical situation in any company. If I work for one of the client wherein the servers are still Solaris, they did not migrate to Windows. They are comfortable with it, whatever was there, so they don't want to break it. So such kind of things, Solaris server, our Python installation is 2.5.3. It is not 3 change yet. So there are few customizations that I have to do if I have to write a code in Python 2.0 change, or if I have to write in my local machine for my confidence in Python 3.0. First of all, when you write any program, you write it in your local, right? And then you slowly migrate it to the server location. But the changes aren't that big, like a 2-3 changes, which are pretty simple, which will be taught to you. Okay, let's just progress further. Okay, why learn Python? It is fun to use scripting language. I'll object oriented. Vishal, you are aware about this object oriented programming?
Uh, Not in detail, but I know the basics of it.
So one basic question that I missed to ask you, like, what is the motive behind learning Python, and why you want to learn Python, and what you want to do with Python after this course?
Uh, okay. The main intention is like I'm basically from a testing background, so there's
Okay.
a lot of automation being performed at the org level. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been working with this script for almost 5 or 7 years. So
Mm-hmm.
so the intention is to learn Python and move on to the automation area. And I've been
Mm-hmm.
working on the databases and Tableau reporting. So which in turn
Wonderful.
got an which in turn told like this could be a key factor for further analysis of the trend tool that we got with the machine learning and AI thing. So that was the
Mm-hmm.
intention of getting into this one.
Okay, right. Because just before you joined, I just gave an example of Tableau to Trinad, and then I told him about the automations of Excel sheet also. So VB scripting, you are handling automations of Excel sheets, right, Vishal?
Uh, Excel databases, Word documents.
Wonderful.
Um,
Then there is a beautiful module. I'll get into that module stage, and then I'll tell you. You will feel writing VB script is a waste after knowing about that module because it is that simpler. Okay. So
okay.
it is very easy to learn and powerful, scalable, easy to maintain, high productivity, and lots of libraries. And the very good part about Python, it is open source, and people who are writing Python from at least 5 years or 6 years has increased. If you see any tech pages, the percentage of growth in writing Python has increased compared to Java. Java was started in 2005, but Python was started in 1919 HCL, but the popularity of Java was more a decade back. But now popularity of Python has been increasing because the behind language in YouTube was Python. As the popularity for the Google products increased, the popularity for Python also increased, and people started to notice it. And once you see the Python programming and the Java programming, defining variable in a Python is as simple as, one second, let me show you. A is equal to 1. That's it. It will automatically understand itself that A is 1 and type of A is class integer. Okay. If you write A is equal to 1.5,
What?
float. If you write anything like Sachin Tendulkar, string. No need to make any definitions like Java, like wherein you say, okay, I'm defining a variable which is an integer, and you consider this A variable to be that integer, and tell that I am writing an integer, you consider this as an integer. It is just a one line. So the number of lines of code will be pretty less as compared to Java. Java, you might write some example 10 lines of code. In Python, you will write it in 2 lines. And it is very readable. Do you guys feel this one to be very difficult, like writing A is equal to 1 or A is equal to Sachin Tendulkar? Any
No.
feedback on that?
No.
Wonderful. So, and if you have any problem, suppose I'll tell you, if suppose I'm writing print of A without any brackets. Okay, my screen is a bit slow. Let me wait for it. Okay, you're back on an account page. There was braces here. I just removed the braces. Okay, and let me run this. It is so beautiful that it will tell you where you are doing the mistake also. Missing parenthesis and call to print. Do you mean print of A? So it is only telling here there is an arrow mark. It is telling this A letter you are missing something. In the next line, it is telling you, boss, you are doing some syntax error, missing parenthesis in the call to print. Did you mean print of A? So you just go back, add it. See, you understand, it is so helpful for us. It will identify the mistakes and tell you exactly where you are doing a mistake also. Clear?
Yeah.
Any questions as of now?
Nope.
Wonderful. Let's progress further. Okay, as I was telling, reduce the development time. Okay, if you might be aware about any Informatica or what do you say, this Oracle data integrator for loading data into or transforming data before? Any one of you?
Yeah, I worked on Informatica
Okay.
as
So
part of
what
data warehouse. So.
just for the sake of Trinada, can you just give a brief on why we use Informatica?
Uh, it's kind of like you got to move data from one database to another database and apply different transformation rules, business rules. Yeah, this was the intention of it. And to load the data into the another database, you got to write um, uh, SQL queries or some kind of jobs that will
Mhm.
run on the database and move the database from one system to other system.
Okay, you are telling me DB 1 DB to other DB,
Right.
but you have to do extraction
Yes.
from the first DB. Okay, we will call this from DB, and then this as 2 DB. We will put something like a arrow mark in between. Okay, and then you are telling first from DB you will do extraction.
Exactly.
You will do transformation, and then you will do the load to the 2 DB.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So this, if you do it in Informatica, you have a workflow, you have a jobs creation page, and then you
Right.
have a monitor page. Correct?
Right.
So the source might be a text file as well, right?
Yeah, it could be anything.
It could be a text file, it could be an Excel sheet
Yeah.
to the next DB you want to dump,
Right.
new DB.
Right.
If you want to migrate
Right.
into a new DB.
Right. Right.
Okay. Informatica is owned by which company? Any answer, Vishal, on that?
Uh,
Microsoft.
One second.
No problem.
Yes. I'll just take this caller.
No, okay. Trinada, if I go somewhere above the level, just stop me. I'm just trying to give you an example why the development time and the effort is less, and we can save money as well with using Python.
Sure.
Any questions until now?
No, not.
Okay, wonderful. So Informatica is owned by Microsoft, and Oracle Data Integrator is owned by Oracle. And any companies in the market right now who are handling data extraction and transformation and load, especially the finance companies or the insurance companies, they have to handle with data, and huge amounts of data means they have to have one of these tools to load the data and transform data. So okay, if it is a big organization like GE, Amazon, or such kind of things, they can afford these two tools, right? They can go with Informatica or Oracle because they have pretty huge data and pretty big clients, and they can pay money for it. And these two companies charge a pretty big sum of amount. But why use such big tools when you can use it or code it using Python itself. Can we do these 3 jobs using Python? Yes, we can do it. So we can use Oracle CX module to connect to Oracle database, or we can use Psycho PG2 to connect to Postgres database. Transformations you can write in Python. It is pretty simple language and wherein you can code, and I'll show you one of the transformation, pretty simple. And then you can load back the data to Excel sheets or whatever you want to, or the database using these 2 modules. Suppose if you are using Excel, pandas. If you are using plain CSV, then you can use CSV module. If suppose you are reading from text file, you can use pandas module. Okay, I'll show you. 1 second, boss. Suppose, assume there is, okay, simple interest will calculate. I'll show you how difficult it is or how simpler it is with this with Python. Simple interest. Suppose there are 3 columns in a database. I, which is interest rate, which is suppose 10%. I want to calculate the interest, so I is question mark. Principal amount is suppose $10,000. Time is 2 years. Rate is equal to 0.5. Okay. Simple interest formula is I is equal to PTR by 100. P into T into R by 100. If you run it, your answer of I is 100. Don't you feel it is right, like writing a 5th class maths problem wherein you write simple basic formula like three times you write PTR, you calculate I, that's it. It looks as if so, right?
Right.
Yes.
So that is what you do in Python as well. You define the numbers, you calculated the numbers. So the transformation is so simpler. Might be when you handle an Excel sheet, we will use different data types, but it will be as simpler as this. Any questions until now?
Nope.
Anything from you, Vishal?
No.
Okay, wonderful. So yes, we have done such kind of situation wherein when I worked for one of the company, one of the client was a pretty small company out of US, and that was an insurance company, and it was targeting to pretty old retired clients, like above 60 years, who want to do insurance for themselves. And the customer population would be pretty less, like very small states in US, and that to this age population, you want to calculate the interest rates or you want to provide the insurance policies. They were previously using Informatica. To save money and not to waste money further anything on Informatica, they dropped this. And they told us to write Python to do these things. Okay. And Oracle CX is a paid thing. Oracle, if you get to Oracle, you have to pay to them. So what we have done, these all are free modules from Python. We handle this client with this coding, which is at a free of cost. And we had a small team of some 10 developers. That's it. The program runs successfully. So the companies are tending to spend less when they don't want to spend more on their IT support or some such kind of things. When everything is available for free with Python and you have a technical expertise, you have to pay for the expertise one time. Once you write the code, the other developers just replicate the code. So the replicability of the code is also pretty simple with Python. If I write a code today and I give my code to Trinada, with basic Python knowledge, he will be able to understand what is written over there and how to handle that code. So the reproducibility of the code of Python is also pretty high. So you guys understood right now, right? What is the advantage of using Python for this company? You can save a
Right.
lot of dollars with this. Okay. So let's progress further. So these all are like pretty textbookish, and I've explained you with a practical example of that insurance company. Easy to learn, use as a developer, easy to understand codes, easy to do team projects, extend to other languages. Okay, wonderful. So where can you use Python? You can use Python in database programming, text to data processing, automation, numerical operations, graphics. I would say this is pretty less, not that favorable as well. We will see that later point in time. And then system management, especially scripting or the development side, graphic user interface, internet programming, and there are many more things that you can do with Python. Let's
Uh,
see. Yeah,
Graphics as in like that graphs
GUI.
that need to be generated. Okay.
If you want to build any programs, I mean the games with Python, you can do it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
those are not that popular as the other applications.
Right. Right.
Yeah, there is a limitation for that. We will get through it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the well-known modules. I told you you can handle these things in Python. So
Okay.
let's see what modules can help you with what kind of analysis or the thing that you need. So data analysis, you can use pandas and numpy. These are the module names. Data science, you can write with matplotlib or seaborn. Automation scripting, nothing, just write .py files, call the py files, it will do itself. If suppose you just need to write this program, you wanted to call a Excel file and apply this formula. Suppose you had a very basic operation for a 5th class student or someone. You wanted to calculate a columns, 3 columns of data, whereas principal is there, time is there, interest rate is there. You wanted to, rate is there. You wanted to calculate the simple interest for it. You just write this program in a Python file and call that Python file. It will automatically do and give you how many ever rows, it will give you in some 2 minutes. So it is as simple as that. And then for testing frameworks, you can use Selenium or PyTest. For ETL, as I told you, CSV, JSON, pandas, such kind of things. Web development, you can use Django Flask. Artificial intelligence, scikit-learn, Keras, TensorFlow. So web scraping, if you want to, you have heard about these websites called Trivago anytime?
Is Trivago is
Okay,
the holiday plan, or I don't know. So
correct, wonderful. So
Mhm.
Trivago gives you the best price across different flight booking or hotel booking apps, right?
Right.
Best price across platforms, across other websites
Mm-hmm.
like Make My Trip, Assume. So
Right.
what they do, this Trivago, they have put web scraping behind. They will go read all the data from the other websites
Mm-hmm.
and they will take their HTML and they will present to us in a such a way that, okay, Make My Trip, the price is this much. The other website, the price is this much. So what they do, they use different web scraping tools. One might be the Beautiful Soup from Python, and they read the platforms across other websites and they show you the comparative price.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go for graphics, then it is Tincter or Pygame. These are there, but these are not that up in the market and not that extensively used, the graphics part. And if you are handling big data projects, then you can handle with PySpark or PyDoop, which is Py plus Hadoop, and this is Py plus Spark, which are Python in default. So any questions until now where you want to fit
Uh,
in?
what exactly these modules are about? Are you
Okay,
gonna explain everything in these modules
okay,
or?
okay. I'll tell you. These modules, I won't be touching everything in the course, but I will be touching these ones. ETL with Python, yes, we will do. And then we will come here. First, automation scripting. Yes, we will do. Yes, testing framework we will do. And we will do data analysis as well. Yes, we will do. Okay, data science we won't be teaching here. Okay, these 4 things we will be doing, the first 4
Okay.
in our program, in
And
our course.
okay. And what exactly is the difference between all these modules? Are like yeah, we got to know like NumPy and Pandas is used for data analytics, and for artificial intelligence we use other modules. So is it that classes that we got for each module, or what exactly is this about?
So first of all, Python programming, okay, you might be aware about this, so that question leads over there. So Python programming handles you until the basics of Python, wherein you are able to reach until the concept of OOPS, object oriented programming, where you can write a class and you can replicate that class for further usage, right? Agree to
Mm,
that point, Vishal? Okay,
yes.
but above that, if you want to write everything in pure Python programming, suppose you want to handle reading an Excel sheet using Python, then
Mhm.
you have to write a class to read an Excel sheet, correct? Which would take
Right.
20, 30 lines for you. Okay.
Right.
But
Right.
this module of pandas, I'll show you how difficult it is to write with a code. I'll tell you how easier or difficult it is. Import pandas as PD. Okay, let me take a simple Excel sheet. Okay, this Excel sheet was holding these 3 rows of data. Okay, Excel sheet is this pretty simple. And to read this Excel sheet, I had to write only just 2 lines of code.
Okay.
So you understand? If you know these modules, your life will become simpler. So your point of writing this thing, what do you say, VB scripting,
Yeah. Yeah.
hardly if you waste 2 days of time, if you know this pandas module, you can write it in half an hour. Okay, so your life will be made simple if you learn this module. So I will be teaching pandas, NumPy, then I will be teaching Selenium, and then I will be teaching you the CSV module, JSON module. Again, anyways, the pandas is already taught. Anyways, I'll teach you the pure Python core programming. So the course content, if Kumar hasn't shared with you, then this is the course content for you. One second, where is it? Okay, let me open it. I'll put it on my desktop.
Can you send the course content to us?
Yeah, I don't have any problem. Yeah, so this is the course content. And Vishal, to the point, this is purely aimed at the beginner, wherein he wants to learn what is programming and what is Python programming. And by the end of this session, you will be knowing complete Python programming, and then at the end of it, you will be handling pandas pretty easily, and you can automate a pretty basic website if you want to, wherein
Okay.
we teach Selenium as well.
Okay. So the other modules what we got like Django and all would be part of advanced Python sessions, right?
Yeah,
Or
those would be different platform
Netlog
completely.
and Okay.
Yeah, those will be different platform completely. If you want to learn data science is a complete ocean again, wherein you would
Yeah.
be required to know a lot in Python and then get into data science. And first, for knowing data science also, you need to know statistics. More than programming, you need to be an expert in statistics.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you can do all these things with Python, but our course limitation is existing, and we will teach you this.
Yeah.
These are not covered in our this thing. Just for your information, as you asked, I
Yeah.
just let you.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so that is
It's
the
a good.
thing I can. Yeah. Continue.
It at least give me some idea exactly what I'm learning,
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
going to
Correct.
learn here.
Correct. Agreed. Any questions that you guys want to ask?
No, I mean, so you will be covering the whole core Python and the top four modules, right?
Yes.
So
Correct.
how long is this?
Course
Yep,
40 hours.
40 hours. That's like 40 days.
40 hours, I would say.
Okay,
Some here and there, it would go to the hours extent somewhere. Like if I take 1 hour 15 minutes, I wouldn't count that 15 minutes extra.
right. Understand. Yep.
So that's what, if you just get into the basic Python programming and you know the basics very pretty strong,
Right.
learning the new modules is not difficult, because see, I have totally 8 years of experience until now.
Hmm.
And then my Python programming journey started after my MBA, not even after my bachelor's. So
Okay.
after I did my MBA, I was pretty sick of writing this Excel sheet tasks, doing those manual tasks daily. So I got to know about this beautiful module called Pandas, and then I learned Python first, then I learned Pandas. So
Okay.
so some 6 months, because I learned it on my own, researching somewhere, YouTube, all the text, Python programming or and all. It took me 6 months. But
Right.
if there is a guidance like this course and all, then it will be pretty simple. By 40 hours, you will be
Sure.
knowing how to write the program. And then let me show you a few things. Python.org. Okay, this is the Python basic website wherein our Python is born. So you
Uh,
can just, yeah, yes, Vishal. Okay, let me continue. Okay, this is our website wherein you can go download the basic version of Python for Windows, and
So
just you
Abhishek,
can do the
uh,
yeah.
quick
Yes.
question. Sorry to interrupt. So yeah, I just went ahead and I downloaded Python 3.8.2 or
Mhm.
something, and I just found out that my company is using PyCharm.
Agreed. I get it.
Yes,
That those are called as interactive development environments.
those are IDEs, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So IDs famous among Python are, I will tell you. I have done coding in all the three IDs. I'll tell you. Anaconda, PyCharm, Eclipse.
uh, Abhishek, your voice was breaking. And what exactly you told?
The question was relating to the IDE, which is called as Interactive Development Environment.
Your voice is
So
breaking.
might be your signal is poor. Trinada, you are able to hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So Vishal, the problem is on your side as you. You are able to hear me, Vishala? Vishal? Hello?
Uh,
I cannot hear you, Vishal.
yeah, sometimes the voice is getting break down.
Might be the network is poor on your side.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello.
you.
Okay. Sometimes the voice is getting break. Not
That's
sure
what.
what.
Might be the network is poor on your side. So interactive development environment, the question was on. So Trinada's office, they are using PyCharm, but I've coded on all these three. So Trinada, if you want to install PyCharm, that would be good. But this is the most easiest thing. Anaconda, if you use, right, you can learn the basic programming.
Okay.
This, whatever you see right now on my screen, is Anaconda.
Right. Yep.
So programming doesn't change, but the platform's IDE, this is just a bit beautiful compared to what we see on PyCharm, which is a darker screen and not this convenient as what you see.
Okay.
So you can use this. You can install PyCharm as well. So you can just replicate the code what I'm teaching in PyCharm. That will be very convenient for you.
Sure.
Yeah. So python.org, this is a basic CMD module wherein you will get the IDLE. So let me go here 1 second. Sorry. Command prompt. Right now, whatever Trinada has installed, it would look like this, wherein print hello world. Okay, I forgot to close with double quotes. So A is equal to 1, print of A, print to type of A. Okay, you see it. So you can code here also, but an IDE, interactive development environment, gives you more better way of coding, and it feels so easy coding in an IDE more than a command prompt. Right? Yeah. So if you want to install Trinada, then you can go to this website, Anaconda. Just go over here. You can download. You can click on the download button on the top.
Sure.
So you can go to the Windows, if it is Windows or a Mac machine or a Linux machine that you're using. Okay. And then Anaconda will be some 400 MB. So because they give you all these modules already default, you no need to install any module again.
Right.
And coming to the modules, your question, Vishal, like you have so many modules you asked me, right? So if you let me go to Anaconda prompt. One minute. It is taking a bit of time. Or else wait, let me do this. Okay. If you do pip install Anaconda, so now let's not take Anaconda, it's pretty big. Let's take Selenium. Installing any module is as simple as this, both of you. So you go write pip install the module name. If you want to install pandas, pip install pandas. It'll, if this was already installed on my machine, it is, that's why it is telling you already satisfied in the Anaconda library. And this one is also telling you already satisfied. I have 1.2.4 and this one I'm having 3.1.41. This is the latest version of Selenium that is there in the market. So if you want to install something like pip install matplotlib, again this would be required. This will be already there for me. Pip install matplotlib, it will tell me, sorry, I wrote a spelling mistake. Let me go correct it. Matplotlib. So this is how it is done. It is so simple to install as well. That's what the programming with Python or the installation or handling it through a IDE, it is pretty simple. And for a basic learner, it is very easy to code in Python at start, more than Java or any other programming language. And you don't need to be a CS student to do it. That is a good part about it. Any questions?
No, none.
Okay, Vishal, from your side. Hello.
No questions.
Okay, so that would be considered as my demo. So if you are liking it, you can progress with the further steps. But tomorrow, if you are joining back, then I would encourage you download Anaconda and just comment so that that 400 MB file download will take basing on your internet speed. I can help you out with the installation of the program, and then we can start off with the basics.
So
Is
yeah,
that okay?
let's just say if we want to join tomorrow, so will you be starting from the beginning or right from the scratch, or how does it work?
No, for you and the new joinee, if it is you and Vishal joining together, then I'll cover up with the basics like from the first session, and then we can see whether we can merge you with the other batch or we will try to cover it up. But yours is again a new start.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, I understand. So, and what will be the timings?
That I will let you know by evening because I have to speak to Kumar and
Sure,
make an
sure.
arrangement.
Yeah, I understand. Yep, not a problem. Yeah, we'll also talk to the concerned party and
Yeah,
we'll let
correct.
you know. Yep. In the meanwhile, if would you mind sending us a PPT? I will.
No, I don't have any problem. I can give you that.
Yeah, I'll just
You can
check.
text me your WhatsApp here. On, I
Yep.
mean the email ID. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
that's
just send you. Okay, wonderful.
I also messaged you my email ID.
Yeah, I just saw on the chat window. Yeah.
So, with respect to the timings, have we got only morning sessions or we got any evening sessions of the
Uh,
IST?
I think you're working in Infi, right, Vishal?
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
Even I work in the very beside company as you are, so I have to reach
Uh,
office in the morning, and I'll be working pretty late. So morning or the weekends, I am comfortable with.
okay, we'll check on that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can speak on the timings to Kumar because he's the
Yeah,
organizer for the sessions. Yeah,
I'll do that. Yeah.
yeah. Chalo then. Bye, bye, Trinad and
Okay.
bye, Vishal. Yeah,
hi.
bye, bye,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye,
Thank you for
Abhishek.
your
Bye.
bye, bye.